Hey folks, Philly Boy J here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make the best, I said the best, cornbread in the whole wide world. Don't nobody make cornbread like Philly Boy J. Nobody. Don't nobody make it quite like me. I'll pay you to find somebody that make cornbread like Philly Boy J. I'll pay you. I'll pay you. But I'm not going to have to pay you because you're not going to find anybody that make it quite like me. Let me stop. It may not be the best cornbread in the whole wide world, but it's definitely a keeper. You guys are going to love this moist, delicious, soul food style cornbread. This is the second video of my 9-part Thanksgiving video series. I'm going to be uploading recipes that we commonly make for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and that is really popular during the Thanksgiving season. This recipe, your family is definitely going to be asking for. This is a recipe that you're going to impress your family with because it's just that good, and it's impossible to mess up. It's really simple and easy to follow. So if you're looking for a delicious, simple cornbread recipe, soul food style cornbread recipe, cornbread that's so good it make you want to slap your, maybe not your mom, but maybe like your aunt, your niece or nephew, or a cornbread recipe so good that you're going to have people asking you, you want your cornbread? Do you want that cornbread? Yeah, this is the recipe for you. Let's get straight to the ingredients. The ingredients that you're going to need for this cornbread recipe are cornmeal, all-purpose flour, buttermilk. You're going to need some Pam baking spray. I have an aunt named Pam. You're going to need some white sugar, some salt, baking powder, butter, vegetable oil, honey, completely optional, and 2 large eggs. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So what we're going to do first is we're going to combine the dry ingredients, and we're going to sift the dry ingredients. Okay. So we're going to add the cornmeal and the flour to the bowl first. We're going to pour it through the strainer. Sift it. This is just to remove any like hard pieces or lumps or anything that we don't want in it. See them little rocks there? Okay. We're going to add the sugar. Look at that, y'all. Get on in there. The baking powder. And the salt. We're just going to sift it like that. See that? That's the type of stuff that you want to remove. Now we're just going to whisk this really well. Make sure all the dry ingredients are well combined. At this time, you want to preheat your oven at 350 degrees because it's not going to take us long at all to combine the dry and wet ingredients. We're done with the dry ingredients now. We're going to move on and focus on the wet ingredients. All right, y'all. So before we combine our wet ingredients, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and melt the butter. So we're going to place this butter in the microwave for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, however long it takes to melt. All right, so it's pretty melted. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this chill, okay? Because you have to be mindful of the fact that eggs are a part of the wet ingredients, and we don't want to like cook the eggs. And this butter is really hot, so we're going to add the butter last. That's the last wet ingredient that we're going to add to the wet mixture. And we're going to add it once it chills, okay? So just sit this aside and let it chill. We're going to add the buttermilk to a large bowl. Followed by the vegetable oil. The honey, which is optional. And the eggs. We're going to whisk this in. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. So now we're going to add in the butter. Don't add all of it. Make sure you leave about 2 teaspoons worth for the bacon pan that you're going to bake it in. Give it another stir. All right, y'all, last but not least, before we focus on the baking pan or dish that we're going to be adding the cornbread to, we're going to combine the wet and dry ingredients. So add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, or vice versa. And stir everything in until it's well combined. You don't have to over stir this, just until everything is well combined and you don't see any more lumps. And even if you see a few lumps, that's okay, okay? Just don't want y'all to think that you gotta stir this for a whole half an hour. Just want to make sure everything is well blended and combined. All right, y'all. So last but not least, what we're going to do is we're going to butter our pan and we're going to add some Pam cooking spray to it. Okay. So get your Pam spray, just lightly spray a few times. Okay. Then add the butter. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the pan to make sure that the butter in the pan touches all parts. Okay. What you want to do is remove some of that excess butter. So you can let a little drip out. Okay. Okay. all that in there. We don't want to waste none of that. I'll get back with you guys once it's done. It should take about 40 to 45 minutes, 50 minutes, the longest. I'll let you know how long it took. But it should take about 40 minutes, 40 to 45. All right, guys, so this is the way our cornbread is looking. It's nice and golden brown. It's looking soulful. It's looking golden. It's just looking so beautiful. I'm going to top it with a little butter and a little honey. That's what I like to do. I like to top it with a little butter and a little honey while it's still hot, straight out the oven. Straight out the oven. So I'm going to get some butter that I broke up and just lay it on top. Just like that. Let it melt. I'm going to top it with just a little honey. Not a lot. Just like that. Yup. Not too much. Just going to smooth it out. Just like that. Look at that. Let the butter continue to melt before I take a slice. Get that up on out. Look at the side. Look at the edges. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's cornbread. That's cornbread. All right, let me taste it. Look at that. Yup. That's cornbread. It's moist, but it still tastes like cornbread. It's buttery. It's sweet, but not too sweet. A little crispy on top. Oh my God. Guys, I gotta go. Full recipe. Free at no cost to you. Printable. Available on PhillyJCooking.com. That's cornbread, baby.